Station, Texas, Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we see a squad from the Big 12, the Oklahoma Sooners, taking on one of the top teams in this conference, the Texas A&M Aggies. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Sooners will kick it off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So Texas A&M's offense will get first crack at it today. Last time we saw these guys, it was a rather forgettable experience for this quarterback. He turned the football over, he got sacked. Just not a good day at all, Jesse.
Well, the defense was able to rattle him. They hit him often, they hit him early, they got sacks on him, and then he started feeling it. His eyes came down, he started floating the ball over the middle of the field and putting it into trouble and got picked off. So it's important in this one, David. Up front, they do a better job of helping him stay on his feet to get into a rhythm.
The best quarterbacks in the history of the game, when you continue to hit them, they become very human, and they start to rush their thought process. So he got hit early, and he got hit often last week, and that's why they lost. Position one, objective number one today. Protect him, keep him upright, let him get some confidence.
Back to pass on second down. Catch in the middle, it's Bussey. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Ball is at the 41 as this defense tries to force the punt on third and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to the big tight end. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Aggies. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. This is why they show up for midnight yell, and they are playing like they practice.
And this place rocks as loud as anywhere in the country, and you want to get them going early. First drive of the game, scoring a touchdown, getting them jacked up.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Oklahoma's offense will try to get something started with their first possession. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off the defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, David, have proven they can make surface-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Kearney. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. This crowd trying to make life miserable for this offense. Here comes the rush, and they've got him wrapped up at the 28.
You're not going to win a lot of games if you can't protect your quarterback. In their last game, they got sacked 4 times, lost the game. So far in this one, they're having difficulty again. These guys up front have got to do a better job communicating and giving their QB time.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. To the air, it's Owens. Going for it all. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's fourth down. First one is away, and boy, did he put in work in that loss last week, kicking it 5 times. And he's going to get it up to 29-yard line before he's brought down. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
They thought they could just run it on 3rd and short, but this defense was there to make the stop. A couple of yards short of the first down in your own territory, but they are going to go for it on 4th. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Got it in the middle. It's Bussey. And he'll have enough for the first down at the 42. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Leaves it with the back. Got the first down and still on his feet. And he's brought down after a nice gain. It's a 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line. He'll try to pop the draw. The draw draws nothing except a swarm of tacklers. He's stopped immediately. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Bringing the heat. Just a short pass to the tight end. And that corner came in hot despite knowing that he was giving up some size. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Now the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Makes a connection. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Makes the grab. That completion takes them down to the 7-yard line, and they are ready to strike.
As a head coach, you love to see your quarterback locked in early in games. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
He has kept those big, powerful thighs churning, but he'll be knocked down at the 1. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They go right back to their man on 2nd and goal. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. And they'll get off one more play before the end of the quarter. The tight end gets the handoff on 3rd and short. You don't see that every day. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. From the gun, looking for a man. Touchdown, Aggie! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going going to sit down when he's not. So being on the same page and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play just like he did right there for 6 points.
So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing.
He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And the incomplete pass taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
I think for the quarterback, he's going to have to be so good with his eyes in this game. You're going up against one of the best defenses in the country. You've got to look guys off, especially when you're trying to throw your primary target like he was in that last one.
Looking to throw, it's Owens. Throws to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Robinson. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29. Looking downfield on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Gibson. And they pick up just a few on that completion. And the Sooners are in the hurry-up.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
For you coming into this game, if they throw completions and get first downs, that's when they like to change up the tempo and go fast. You're seeing it here.
Grabbed in the backfield. It's Sategna.
This is no surprise to defenses anymore. Everybody throws wide receiver screens, and you could tell they were ready for it. They saw the quick game. They pounced on it, got the wide receiver on the ground. That's not the first time they've seen that.
Leaves it with the back. Runs through the tackle. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They're bringing the heat on third down. And some room to work. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47. The Sooners have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for room. It's Robinson. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender. Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. To the air, it's Owens. Finds his man down the middle. That'll be enough for the first down as they mark it down at the 31-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Grabbed behind the line, it's Gibson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
They'll try the run. Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23.
I think that was an example of the offensive coordinator trying to help out his quarterback. He's trying to keep these third downs manageable. You know, you throw the ball on second down and it's incomplete. Now you've set up third and long, and now you're set up to fail.
Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into 4th down. This is makeable field goal range here, but it looks as if they'll go for it on 4th down. Right down the middle. He's got it. First down and more. They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. The Sooners started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Came through like a shot and knocked him down for a loss of 5.
Let's see if this offense can answer the bell. Their coaches challenged them all week long. When they got down to the red zone, we've got to be able to run the football because we're going up against a top 10 rushing defense. Let's see if they can step up here and get it done.
Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. We Back to throw, it's Owens. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. They'll try to get something out of this drive and kick the field goal here on 4th down. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in a sea of noise. It is true as he puts 3 on the board. Now the lead is down to 11. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Gentlemen, that pivotal top 15 battle is in the books. Here's how things went down. Clemson made it look easy, but I promise you, there is nothing easy about a double-digit win on the road. And a win like this only confirms there is something special brewing with these Tigers.
Looking to throw on 1st down.
Big implications today and a notable result as one team trends upward and the other has some work to do.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Back to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Connection to the right. They bring him down, but it'll be 1st down at the 42. Clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the ball hasn't hit the ground very often for this guy in this game, right? He's even still, after that incompletion, over 80% throwing, which is key. Because last game he was under 50% on his throws. He went back to work, worked on his fundamentals.
Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. They'll immediately call timeout.
This is a good sign for this defense. The rate they were going, not touching the quarterback, him already having 2 touchdown passes in the first half, this was not going to be a fun football game to watch. Now they're turning the tide.
Snags it on the right. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. The offense calls timeout, and they won't have any more left this half. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
The offenses should focus on their guys and making sure so-and-so guys get so-and-so touches. And, you know, listen, they're featuring this guy. They're going to throw it to him. He's going to be the primary target on a lot of times. I can't be reckless, but I...
Throws toward the end zone. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. 3 straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Going back to the well, another deep ball. And it's picked off at the goal line. That's one way to make a stop. And he's dragged down after the interception, and that's how we'll close out the 1st half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
And if nothing else, a notable 1st half so far in College Station. And yes, football is a game of inches, but man, is that really the case when you consider the length of some of these possessions. Look, I'm not an analytics guy, but I do know this. The team that sustains drives and just moves the sticks might be the team that comes out on top today. And with that, let's send it back to the guys at Kyle Field.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the 2nd half here. Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the 3rd quarter started. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. And the returner goes down. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Trailing by scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive, just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense has it, they're on the move. Touchdown, Aggie. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. They've extended the lead and taken control here in Week 9. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business. As an offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Direct snap. Finding an escape route. Slams into the pile. He'll get 1 to the 17.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
They'll snap it from the 26 on first down. He'll do it himself. And he is snuffed out, greeted by a host of defenders.
I don't think the quarterback made the right read on that play. I know they're asking a lot of this QB. He's got a lot to focus on with the pass game and all the different types of runs that they have in their playbook. But on that play there, that pre-snap look told me to hand it up.
And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Caught near the sticks. It's Sategna. That'll be enough for the first down as they stop him at the 43-yard line. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it's a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Looking for a physical attack from the gun. He stopped again, and he's had a busy night, if not necessarily a productive one so far. And the Sooners now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Looking downfield, it's Owens. Sends it downfield. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a 3rd down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the 2nd down misfire. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48. The Sooners will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. The punt goes out of bounds, and a nice job to get them backed up. I think they'll spot it right around the 15. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. Some misdirection with the counter. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. He slings it deep to the left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Running back searching for a hole. He'll be dragged down right at the 19-yard line. It'll bring up 4th down. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They'll boot it into the night sky for the first time. Hauls it in at the 40. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. They hope to be able to cash in on this this drive, David, after having to punt it last time.
Yeah, and I think this offense needs to start it with the first play. You need to be successful and productive on that first play, and it gets you in less predictable situations.
No doubt, too. Don't you just feel like there's a little bit more sense of urgency on this drive? It just feels like they've got to be able to put some points up on the board here.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Back to throw, it's Owens. Looking to the big tight end. Got him downfield. They are on the move down to the 32, and they pick up another first down. Pass completion moves the sticks, and let's see if they try it again. Running to the left. Hard running there. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. And they'll send the field goal team back out for the 2nd time tonight. It doesn't always have to be pretty, and that one wasn't, but somehow he hooked it just into that left corner. That'll trim the deficit to 15.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll go to the ground. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
He never had a chance on the draw. Tackled almost as soon as he got the ball. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to go, and it looks as if we are ready to play. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He'll try to really get into this one. Fair catch is brought in at the 43, and they are set up nicely. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
Looking to throw, it's Owens. Hauls it in. No chance to run, but they still move it forward.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
Great job by the defense there. They weren't surprised by that play call there on 3rd and short. They were expecting pass. They took everything away and forced the incompletion.
On 4th down, they'll pass for it. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
Well, I think the experience on offense was a big reason why the head coach felt confident going for it there on 4th down. He says a lot of guys that have played a lot of snaps. They've been in these big game moments before, ice in their veins. And you saw it there on that completion to keep the sticks moving.
The Sooners trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Going to swing it on 2nd down. It's complete. All the way down to the 27-yard line before they get him out of bounds, and this offense is threatening. The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds the tight end. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. Down in the 4th quarter, it's too late for empty possessions. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2.
Late in football games, I have a plan. I want to run the football. I want to put my quarterback in great situations if I do throw it. Low risk, keep that clock moving, get a few 1st downs. And if I get a few 1st downs with that clock moving, I get the W and get out of here.
The Aggies are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker. He's a yard short.
Offense facing 4th down.
Fourth down and 1, and they'll go for it. Going for the marker on the ground. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. A&M comes back out with another 1st down. They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. Lost 1 on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. Now he's looking to throw it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He'll try to feel the punt and see if he can give his offense better field position. They'll get down and put a stop to the return at about the 28-yard line. The Sooner offense returns to the field. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive, and really pay off your defense's effort that last drive.
And instead of having to move the ball down the field consistently and then getting stopped on 4th downs, you're right. Create some of those explosives. Take those deep shots. Make those big plays.
Back to pass. It's Owens. Snagged in the middle. It's Kearney. Brought down at the 45 after a 15-yard pickup. And the Sooners in the hurry-up.
And as soon as the receiver caught the ball, you saw the quarterback start communicating to his teammates what the next play was going to be, because they're now changing the tempo and going fast.
The offense getting set for a 1st down from the 45. To the air on 1st down. That's caught. It's Sategna. They've got the defense reeling right now with that big play to the 29. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Wants to go up top on first down. Catch in the middle. It's Helms. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down. Looking downfield on first down. And he's on his way. He'll go all the way. Touchdown Sooners!
All right, big touchdown makes it a 9-point game. You got to kick the extra point right now, and then you've got to find a way somehow, some way to get the football back. You're going to have to score again and go for two. A lot has to go right, but at least you get that touchdown to give yourself an opportunity.
The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. One possession game, getting late, first order of business, just take care of the football.
So they call this situation 4-minute offense, where you're trying to run the football and throw high percentage passes to maintain possession and bleed the clock. This is a very difficult point of the game to execute at a high level.
There he goes! And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Texas A&M. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Fellas, it has gone final in the ACC, a matchup we've been keeping a close eye on. Georgia looked dominant on the way to victory today. That offense had zero problem putting up points, and the defense almost resembled the days of Nolan Smith, Jalen Carter, and Nakobe Dean. Never know what can happen when two good teams face off, but even the most plugged-in ACC fans have to be surprised by this one, fellas.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. Got a man. It's Gibson. That's a nice pickup to give them some breathing room, and they've got it out to the 27. To throw, it's Owens. Pocket breaking down. Quickly to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Got to get everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock.
No gain on the play.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. They'll try to get it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. They get the W, and with that being win number 6, looks as if they're going bowling, guys.
And that's a good moment for this squad, right? Like, you start every season, you have big goals. It usually starts with your conference championship and winning a national championship, maybe going to the playoffs. Everybody has different goals, but getting to a bowl is always sweet, and this team's eligible now.
I know the coaches are really happy about this, the AD and the fans, because they know what it means for the program, right? You're going to get those 15 extra practices at the end of the year to help develop young talent. Looking ahead to next season, but that's next season. There's still a lot of football left to go this year. Let's just see how good of a bowl game they can get to.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer.